Hey, this is Ben, and this is the little video to demo my implementation of the LFO expansion assignment. So what we've got here is a kind of testing platform for this LFO. We've got the frequency, the starting phase, and the amplitude all mapped to parameters, and then I've just put them into a simple plugin here. Literally the only object is just this expander. LFO expanded. And yeah, so what I've done is in the reset function, you can see that I set the start phase and the waveform. I'm just hard coding at the triangle here for testing purposes. And then I reset with the sample rate. So the start phase is only updated whenever the plugin resets as per the instructions. And then in update parameters, of course, we have the amplitude and the frequency being updated here because those are more dynamic, meaning like they can change whenever. And I've got a breakpoint here so that we can check out what this out value is going to be. So I'm just assigning the normal output of this LFO to an output value and then just sending that directly to the output of the plugin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this debugger and give it a minute to get itself nice and happy and ready to go. And then come over here, I'm going to load this, and I'm going to set this to 0.25 units ahead. So this will be 1/4 of the, or 90 degrees ahead. You know, I'm going to set it to really high frequency just so it's kind of audible, you can tell it's working. And we'll leave the amplitude at 1 for now just so that we can actually see that that is working. So something I want to address really quickly is something you're definitely aware of, Will, but I was confused about at first, is that in the triangle wave generated by this LFO, the start of the phase is actually at the top of the triangle, and each quarter phase is a value of 0.5, seeing that this is -1 and then the top is 1. I was under the impression it was starting down here before, and that gave me some headaches, but we figured it out. So if I pipe some audio through this, our debugger stops us, of course, and we can check out this, and we can see that we are indeed 1/4 phase ahead. Sorry, I was wrong earlier. I said 0.5. I actually meant 1. This is a full value of 1. We go from 1 to 0 to -1 to 0. Those are each a quarter phase. So here, we're 90 degrees ahead, meaning we are at 0. And you can take a look and see that the quad phase is at -1, as you would expect, because we started half a phase, or quarter phase, and then it is 1/4 phase further forward, so it's -1 right here. Oh, crap, sorry. So yeah, all that seems to be working fine. What I will do is, if it lets me stop this real quick, yeah, you can hear that the LFO is working. Frequency is responsive, and keep an eye on the amplitude here. If I drop this to, say, 0.5, you can see that it clearly goes to 0.5, so this is all working too. And that is